Welcome to a new episode and video on my Arduino Yun, which has also a part of embedded Linux, and it's connected to breadboard with electronics and connected to fischertechnik mechatronics. Last time I managed to get some data more or less ready, although the data that I captured and tried to store on this USB device turned out not to be written. So despite my attempts to get a read-write system, which it was in the beginning, it was read-only at the end. Why the change? I don't know. But the graphs that I got in gnuplot, because I haven't yet managed to get them into Octave or Scilab, are a mess, and for that I need to change the code first to get in the row column thing, the first column as date, or more appropriately as a time base, and the question is that integer or is that floating point or anything else? So while this is working, and let's cross some data. So now I have pressed enter in the console and this has stopped now. So let's see if and regarding the oscilloscope, I should fix this one. So I have some nice lines which are now being visible on the oscilloscope with only 2 probes attached for now. So you can see the changing speed of the mechatronics, although that isn't supposed to happen that way. This would be the way to do it, so let's figure out how to really do it. This is fast, this should be slow. Alright, so that still doesn't work correctly. They should be independent, but are not yet. Which then, what then? Okay, let's press this button, see if a tiny LED shows up. Yeah, that works. Does this work? Momentarily not. So things work and things don't. And let's now focus on getting the date being set, because without date, or anyway time, my ideas are gone, unfortunately. But having 6 points of data, this one, that one, the values of the potmeters, values of capacitors and LEDs, etc., have no meaning without time. So let's try to fix that. Alright, now I was talking about time, and if I have such a bad time as this, it won't work. So I have, and last time I also tried to change settings by command line. That didn't work out. So I figured then I'm using the web interface and I actually set it to my own time zone, which is CEST, Central European Standard Time, and this seems to work. So now when I do date, I should get the actual date, which is correct. Now as you can see right here, the USB stick is mounted, or more appropriately said, it is inserted. Now I still have to mount it, which is going the same way as actually usual, and let's mount it on MNT, and then I should have a data log. Yes, thank you. Oops, and that should be this, which has why does it have, oh really, no, that can't be true. This indicates that it is off, that it is created right now. It may have been because I did enter data. Now there's another point, of course, to prove it. I have these, and this one has not been recreated yet. Now to test if it is a file, it is a read-write file system, I will try to remove this one, and it is read-only. Yep, read-only file system. So that's a bummer. Now I can test it, because if I go do like this, and oh yeah, it's read only. This is not changing. That is a very big ouch. So if I say alright, now it says there's nothing. Okay, this is not possible. After you mount there, this should not be there. Although, look at this. This is a very different number. How can this be? Really? So, although I have unmounted it, it's still there. Well, only one thing to try. Okay. This is utter rubbish. Except for this part, which is not utter rubbish. So, alright. Then, with the screwdriver again, change settings. Do I get, yeah, I do get different values now. Look at this. But I still don't get it if I unmount it, and I still get the whole stuff. Yeah, look at this. Okay. I'm fine with this. Yeah, okay, that works. Can't explain why an unmounted file system still can record stuff, but I'm for now very happy that I can do it. Next step, with this kind of solved. Alright, this has to keep moving. Now the point is, of course, this one. This is the data that you see in here. This is the data. Except that one column, oh, and that is this one, not this one, it is this one, is the column, and that I want to be keeping the time. So that is what I have to find out. Am I able in Arduino C to read the time? That's a nice one. Okay, so how do I get the time or the date? Well, within C, because that's what I'm talking about, I found for the Arduino Yun, which is today's topic, date and time. Now, what scares me is this one, read stream. Is this indeed what I get to do? Do I have to do a read stream? The other thing is, I am after time. So I am going to do this. Well, not all of this, but certainly a time. And then see whatever happens. So, right here, I am going to add and that is process header file. Then in the setup, it's very important to say process date, or more appropriately, let's see how far we can get. Okay, in here I should do it. So, is that correct? Yeah. No. Oh, right. Even before setup I have to do it. Okay. So right here actually makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So here yes. Then inside the loop, not inside the setup. And where's the loop starting? Here. And this is a bit confusing because now they are telling in oh, this is begin, but here they state date.begin in the loop. And here they do begin for bridge and serial in the setup. So I will follow this example and see how it works out. Anyway, date.begin and then bin slash date. Right, and then a while date is available, larger than 0. Let me follow the example now. For now, completely correct. So that will be console.print line, or print actually, date is, and console.print line date.read string. And now I'm very curious what will happen. Do I get only the date, or do I get date and time? So if it is if I can do it with time, that would be a nice thing. Although then I'm stuck again with string, which I really cannot need or don't need here. I cannot use string. Anyway, let's select the Yun, and let's select the port, which is network port 135. Go. You're kidding me. What did I do? Well, date available. What did I do? The same. Ha! Go figure. Seems to end here and now. They say it. He says it's working, and oh, see, to int. Okay, so that is certainly possible. Date is our string to int. Okay, but first of all, date is read string. So I might forget about date available. Just read string. Just follow this one, and then here. I think that's a good one to follow. Alright, I got a doubtful result that after uploading I didn't get any value, and by the way, this was a mistake. I forgot the letter L here, so that was solved. But the current situation is right here. Date is not available. Since I didn't get any answer at all, I decided to add if date available smaller or equal to 0. Print date not available. And guess what? Date not available. So, is that true or not? Let me exit this one, because the file should be in bin date and then date to run. So it's there. Is there something else as well? No. Okay, I should do with date, but when date is not available, there's a problem. But on the other hand, I have perfect date and time set. So whatever is going on, this doesn't match. So I have a little bit of a problem here, and interesting. And why is this? Very different. Alright, let's get some data running with this one again. No. I should be doing here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that works, kind of. And now the motor isn't working anymore, but anyway, this gives me once more an unexpected problem. So despite this telling me to convert a string, our string, to int, which is absolutely great, which I want to use, without date working, nowhere to go, unfortunately. So how to solve that? Not quite sure. What I in the meantime can try to do is adapt the code anyway, because I need a column, the first column, to be filled with what should be the date. So if I am going to do this, then the 0 can never be the sensor value. It will be yeah, what will it be? Time in seconds, the complete date, complete time. And that is where then this comes in, I think, hours, minutes, seconds. So if I just go forward, fast forward, then I should do something like here. Although this doesn't make sense right now because I have not yet declared all of this. And the question is, where do they do it? Not in here. So I have to make some adjustments, but that's all right. So I make here the decision to put in hour, minute and time in whatever way. Minute and second, of course. How? I don't know yet. I could add things, but how will that be in integer? In string you can indeed concatenate, but with integer, not quite sure. That's a very good one. And if this is integer, I should at least do this. Because now, oh, our string is of course not yet done. So let me for now comment it all, because it's not done by a long shot. Upload, does it compile? Yes, it compiles. Alright. So any idea about this is taking much more than I thought, and not expecting this of course, because this is futile if this doesn't work, and right now it looks like it. So I did open Scilab, yes, and just for the record, I opened last time this stuff and it turned out to be one single element in it. One single element out of many. So how does this work? And the same thing I can say about Octave. Great software, but how? Yeah, I could indeed use all of this. So copy, paste, 28. I mean, there's no digit, digit 28 in the whole thing, and only this. It should have been a matrix. Three columns, many rows, but not just one thing 28, unless it says it's 28 large, but 28 in what dimension? And I'm not even talking about gnuplot. So, where to go? And with this well, disappointing result, I've come to the end of this episode. So with the Arduino Yun, I have now the current time. I can theoretically access the time in and read the time in from C. But with a time not available, that's going to be a problem. So it has to be found out. And by the way, a short explanation. Why am I helping this out? This one is getting stuck behind the lamp. And then I have to lift it and it goes on. Anyway. Another surprise is that the USB stick is not mounted right now. If I say mount, it doesn't show anything. Well, it shows a lot, but not the USB stick. And yet, if I say, okay, show me the data, it does show me the data. And now also when I say, okay, show me the exact date and time, it shows the exact date and time. So maybe that's a solution to the whole rewrite problem. Unforeseen, but it does. That will be it for now. So once again lifting it, and it goes on. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you like. You can also follow me on Twitter. Please retweet, like, and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. Please donate to show your support, and have the videos coming your way. You can also choose to become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website as well as with my videos, depending on the monthly pledge you make. And this is of course going to be continued. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.